Y'all was big, man. Y'all was making
Don't say
hundreds
y'all,
of.
because I don't know who the fuck that is. And he tried to steal my squad. And he almost got beat the fuck up. I mean, steal my swag, and he almost got beat the fuck
No,
up.
he said, did the schools teach us the truth?
No. Schools in America particularly do not educate you. School is a Latin word for skule, which actually means to hold back.
Hold on. Extraterrestrials
Meaning?
brought the Bible, is what you suggest.
No, extraterrestrials influenced the Bible because people couldn't openly say that they was talking to these motherfuckers. Anunnaki translates to arachnoid.
Right.
The actual name for spider scientifically is arachnoid. Right. Me literally arguing with the corrupt members of the government about my life. Like I just told you, I was in Tompkins County. I just had to literally tell, if y'all put y'all hands on me, I'm going to as many of y'all as I can.
So if y'all don't know who 607 Ankh is, it's a pretty cool guy. He's spiritual, aware, conscious. Trying to do something back for the people. Young Pharaoh was a popular conscious creator, teacher, martial artist that was doing this thing and skyrocketed around 2016 to 2020. And yeah, he was getting after it. So now it's just more so about him showing the people that he still got the knowledge, he still got the wisdom, he still got the understanding. As he went from the top of the top, getting personal invites to organizations like CPAP and having pretty powerful people such as Donald Trump, whether you like him or not, he was around at these organizations. And the FBI shouting them out, just someone that was doing something pretty big for the melanated community. He's a very powerful, conscious being that, he helped my light turn on even further. I was getting a little bit more conscious, but I definitely came across Young Pharaoh, and he put some pieces together that made everything 10 million times more accurate. So I was like, shout out to YP. Shout out to Young Pharaoh. So yeah, let's get into this video. Let's see how this plays out and enjoy the content. Man.
Welcome to X-Files, right? It's a lot of stories told, a lot of information given, right? But is the information you're giving true or is it false, right? Is the Bible an actual book where they teach God, or are you worshiping the sun? I don't know. Food, is it poison? What should you eat? Look, I don't know, right? But listen, welcome to X-Files, where we reveal the previously unrevealed. Listen,
hey,
and to
shout
help
out
me
X-Files.
find out, I got two people with me, right?
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back because I ain't been on here in a long time, but I had to pull up to come see my uncle. I had to pull on up to come see my uncle.
You didn't pull up to come see me, the Pharaoh, the God.
And yes, I did. I came to pull up to see my boy. I swear that's not that. Because see, I stopped coming here for a while because my granny had said he ain't no good. I need to stop. I need to stop hanging around him. She said he ain't got nothing to do with no God. She said you better stay away from.
Yo, Granny. Look at his face. Look how offended he is right here, man. Look how offended he is by what his grandmother said. She said that he ain't no good. He got the drip down spiritual cup, dark magic on the bottom of the floor, you get light too. But you probably shouldn't have said that. 607 might be the type to cast a spell on your granny just because. Nah, I'm playing. That ain't cool. But back to the video, y'all. Hey, I'm having a good day today, chat. I hope y'all are too. Don't piss me off.
That Uncle 607, but I came back because I had to pull up on my boy, Young Pharaoh. I had to come see Young Pharaoh if anything. Yeah, so I'm back. I'm back.
I'm
back.
We got.
He didn't want to come back to the show, but he want to come back with YP there. Hey, shout out Froze, man. He got his It's motion, man. You know, you got fans pulling up to the building. That part.
Pharaoh. Listen, I ain't seen you. I ain't seen you in a while, gang. Yo, blow my questions up.
Oh, y'all met each other before?
No, I'm talking about the internet.
On the internet, yeah.
Yeah,
I
ain't like seen a lot of stuff on the internet with him in a while. I was seeing him and then I ain't seeing him.
I ain't getting no handshake. You ain't seen me in a while. You been
here all day. Come on, gang. Stop.
I've been here all day, but I ain't been out here to see you.
Please blow my questions up, bro. Like you had it before.
You can't give it no. You might like it. You know what I mean? Let me stop.
Yeah. I ain't seen you in a minute. Like it's probably been what, about 6 months, 4 months?
No, you've been kind of like in mental hospital.
When you wasted my time to come do some performance stuff and y'all didn't even post it?
No, it's never wasted your time because time is not even real. But no, you've been back and forth in mental hospitals and stuff. Right? They've been thinking you've been crazy.
I'm probably time for me to somebody ass to fuck up because they probably most likely been throwing you in there and ain't shit wrong.
It wasn't. I did take a trip through the crazy house.
Well, time to write they ass up.
But I'm okay.
Right.
I'm okay.
Right.
I'm back and I'm here to stay.
Right. Well, I'm glad we're here to stay, man, because we trying to figure out, right, the full truth, right?
About Pharaoh?
Not about Pharaoh,
about it all,
about the lessons, about everything, about what's been taught. Is there a truth that are false?
Yeah.
Or it's true and false like heads and tails on the same coin, right?
Man, look, I'm telling you, this interview would have been so much better if this gentleman in the middle was, you know, or maybe on the second or third episode, but YP and 607 On is a crazy collab. They both are conscious, aware, and spiritual. And it's cool to see them helping one another out because YP, Young Pharaoh, does have an audience. And so does 607 On. So 607 On blended this audience with YP's. This interview probably did, like 100K within the first day. And that's not crazy, but it's pretty good considering that Young Pharaoh hasn't been on YouTube for quite some time. They keep deleting his channels and stuff. So, yeah, no shade to the gentleman in the middle, but he just mad groupie-like, man. Shout out to the wise.
It's true or false, just a vision of the reality you choose to see. Or it's true or false actually real. That's what we're going to try to find out today, right? But, Pharaoh, for you,
yes.
What about everything we've been taught? Is it true or false? The stuff we've been taught like in school. Let's start with schools. Did the schools teach us the truth?
No, the schools most definitely didn't teach us the truth. And just to confirm, I want to make sure I can look at any one of these, correct? Right, the one straight here, yes. Yeah. The schools most definitely didn't teach us the truth. And as I get ready to expound on that once again, I want to give a special shout out to both of these gentlemen. Thank y'all both for having me here.
Right.
Y'all know how I do before I come on anybody podcast. I show my respect. So thank you for
anytime. I only came for you. I came to see my boy.
And shout out to these gentlemen and shout out to what they got going on. I 100% support it. From what I've seen, I'm not gonna lie and say I've seen everything, but from everything that I've seen, it interested me enough for me to be able to come out here in 24 hours, 48 hours on the call. So I want to give them a shout out before I answer that question. I also want to give a shout out to my 10-year friend and business partner, Ron, who is the author behind that hieroglyphic PlayStation and controller I got and all of my flyers for the years. And I just want to give him a shout out because he's been with me through it all. And I don't trade on my friends. And if I'm making some new friends now, y'all will see I don't trade on my friends. He's been with me through it all. And I want to give him a shout out. Salute to Designer Kid Ron. He's on all my social medias. Just click my followings, and it is Ron the Designer Kid or Designer Kid Ron, as however he spelled it. And with that being said, now to answer your question, no, school does not actually in this particular country, because I want to be that specific. Because if you watching it in another country, I don't want you to go to school and cuss your Board of Education out, right? So let's be that detailed. In what is considered to be the United States in America, in regards to or in accordance with the language that we all primarily allegedly speak, which is English. And I say allegedly because that's not a real language either. That's
because we actually supposed to speak through the mind, right? Through telecommunicating.
And we're gonna go into that too. That's right. So bow, we finna get cooking. We finna get I wouldn't say teaching. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Just say the topics ain't came up.
I be trying to learn my spiritual education.
About this shit every day.
Cause I come over here to learn my spiritual education because I'm big on my spiritual growth. I'm learning different things and stuff like that. And he be bird feeding me like.
Let me ask you a question for answer that. Did he ever try to put you on to something and you ain't give a fuck? Yeah, because you took because you took a little long to say no. That's probably
Tony's confused. He thinks this is a podcast, not
oh man, stop it, man. Don't piss me off, man. I'm having a good day today. All right. You don't understand. We want to see y'all understand the knowledge from a place of reception, not fandom. All right. That groupie shit ain't gonna work. You just understand what's going on, all right? Lock in. You know the assignment. This ain't no podcast, it's an interview. Don't piss me off, man. Having a good day today.
Interview. So he's trying to interrupt you from talking, but this is a podcast. It's an interview, not a podcast.
But it's all right. It's a flow. I'm just playing it. I'm just playing the
interview. We interviewing him. We do podcast.
Yeah, I'm interviewing, but
I'm just playing the defender.
I'm talking to him too.
That's right. I'm just playing the defender.
Tony probably another dimension right
now. Tony, all right.
Hey, Tony, you kind of stray, my boy. Tony, like, man, I ain't coming back. Tony gonna have to go kick it with the Tiger and them. Like, what's going on, Tony? You mistaken? No. Let me relax, man. Back to the content. Shout out to the Wild.
You landed.
I mean, I was just outside, like playing with the wind, like working, doing the water work. Like, do you know how? Like, are you into like moving the wind?
Yeah, we're gonna get into all of that.
Okay,
all of that.
Because I was just outside doing that. He interrupted me. He came back there. I'm up there doing the wind and stuff, and he come back there. Tony, time to do the interview. Like, dang, can I?
Well, that's called geokinesis.
Yeah. Satisfy my inner child for a little
bit. That is called geokinesis and aerokinesis. And to answer that question, before I lose my train of thought.
Gonna make it.
Wait a minute, no, y'all all right? Listen, to answer that, this is gonna get fun. This is just energy in the beginning, getting ready to get fun. Trust me, that's what that is. Trust me when I tell you that.
Let's go.
It's gonna get fun. We're gonna have a very good dialogue. Right. Now, to answer that question, no, schools in America particularly do not educate you. School is a Latin word for skule, which actually means to hold back. Other countries don't even call the centers where their children go schools. They call them education centers or education, institutions. Probably in America, it's like people realize that that's very rare that we use the word school, because school actually by definition means to hold back, right? And they purposely teach you late or slow. Just like one of the most famous things in America is what everybody know, that everybody in the South get all the new music and movies before everybody in the North get it. Right. So by the time I hear something and see some shit in the South, it's like, nigga, we just was dancing in the club to that for 3 months, and I'm just now.
So with school, are you talking about school, like a schoolhouse, or are you talking about like college? Is it a difference? Both is bad.
Both. The answer. Well, I'm not gonna say you can't get good things out of them, right? But what I will say is they are being manipulated to purposely teach you at a slow pace.
So do you believe most people are living consciously, or are they programmed by the schools?
Both.
What do you mean? How can you be constantly and programmed at the same time?
Well, your brain is always gonna revolt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you probably, like, all of us is probably the in the class that was like, well, what, this don't make sense, and raising our hands. You know what I'm saying? That's who I would say are the conscious people that's going through it, butting with the teachers, or you know what I'm saying? You want to get up.
Did you always get suspended and kicked out and stuff from school, or were you like a
no? But I've always been to tell my teacher that they wrong. I've always been that.
Oh, so tell somebody they're wrong. So what do truth mean to you?
Yes, sir.
What does truth mean to you?
Truth to me is unaltered, unedited reality that doesn't need anything other than itself to prove itself. I'm gonna give you a perfect example.
Who determines it?
It determines it. And if you don't understand it, then you're not saying you personally, right? Let me get my disclaimer. I don't play on people's top. Not saying this gentleman. I'm just saying you as in whoever this hypothetical person is. If you don't understand it, then you don't have then somebody miseducated you.
The truth change?
There's probably a language barrier.
Can the truth change?
No, but the application of force can change.
What that mean, application of force can change?
Truth is just a level of force that's applicated at time in a wise manner. For example, if I get up in this and I start wilding, y'all do have to restrain me. Now, obviously, I know not to do that, but like, if I'm only just doing this and you punch my teeth out my mouth, that was excessive.
Right. So your truth couldn't be my truth. We could have two different truths.
No, there's only one truth. Then there's the expression of it. Now let me say this. Water, right? Like, I say peace to people, but I say peace because it is the ultimate truth of existence for all entities until disturbed by an outside phenomena. So let me give you an example. Peace in Japanese is heiwa, just like saying water, right?
You're saying peace is good.
Peace is what it is.
You said peace is good.
Peace is divinely virtuous, and it's what it is, and it's something you would always have if an outside force never.
So something born without pain, without drama, without chaos is good.
And it's that's sacred. Why they say you born in sin.
It's sacred.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question, right? So everybody watching this, they kind of did a study, and I did a study.
So they spoke on a couple of things that's pretty important. Peace. If you don't have no peace, then how can you truly understand from a neutral point? Because it's not always supposed to be good. It doesn't always have to be bad. But YP is known for locking in on topics like that and giving people another perspective, which is simple. You gotta, tip your hat. He's breaking it down in a simple demeanor, and it's receptive. So shout out to this interview, man. We want to see more of this. We're gonna be doing it more over here at Mo Wisdom. So shout out to the Y.
Everybody watched. They did a study with the trees, right? They took one tree, right? They took one tree and they put the tree in the bubble, right? The tree had no access to wind, had no access to anything that can blow on it, right? This tree did grow very strong, grew stronger than all the other trees, longer than all the other trees, greener than all the other trees. But it was a problem with that. It fell down because it didn't have wind blowing on it. It didn't have the pain of the wind blowing on it, so it couldn't make its roots as strong.
Right, couldn't breathe.
So let me tell you two things. Everybody watching this, life with just good to bring you the same, right? You need good and bad to make a good life.
Now, I'm not gonna say this man is wrong. All I'm gonna do is say details. Me personally, I say good and bad is where people is where the extra space of, let's say, ponder comes from. We should just say virtue and vice. Yeah. Because see, that's what I'm saying. Thank you. You understood me. Understood that's what I'm saying.
There's no good or bad. See,
I said it's about to get busted. Right. I said this podcast is about to get busted. I said it's about to get busted right now. I told you.
It's been a little while since YP has been on an interview, and it's good to see that he on that path to healing and getting back with that inner voice and that peace, so that he don't have to, look over his shoulder too much and worry whether these people are gonna have a good interest for him. But you can tell just by the demeanor and stuff like that that he's been done pretty dirty, and that's just not the shit that we should be doing as people. Having a good day today, Chad. Don't piss me off.
It might be good or bad.
Virtue and vice.
You lost. You understand what? Tony lost.
Because he always take the fun out of everything. He talking about some, we doing an interview.
It's still relevant.
Why you still in the past? Why you still somewhere
else? And then he always
wait a minute. Just don't let me forget my thought. Pause. Just don't let me forget my thought, and then we can jump right back to that. Virtue and vice, right? And they come back to peace. Virtue and vice, no matter what your culture is, no matter what I don't like to say the word gang. I don't like this. I like to say organization, right? No matter what your organization is, what your culture is, you know what virtue is and you know what vice is. I don't got to speak English to know not to go in that man's wallet. I don't got to speak English to know not to go in this man's wallet. Whether I spoke English or not, I saw you put something down that didn't belong to me. I knew not to touch it unless you asked me to hand it to you.
Right.
And if you ask me to hand it to you, I'm going to tell you, hey, you see me, I'm going to make sure you see me hand it to you. I'm not even going to hand it to you to where you be like, what happened? That's virtue and vice. That is an innate understanding of peace. Now, look at a body of water like a lake. The lake is calm until somebody skip a rock. So the rock skipper, right, and disturb the peace. So the rock skipper, right, is like the person that's bothering your mind. That's like people that bother you till they give you literal brain tumors or cancer, or like you ever be around a that's just excessively loud. Sometimes it's cute when hoes is loud, but I'm talking about excessively loud.
That's one thing I cannot stand, like a loud female go.
Because she giving you cancer, and they do it on purpose. I'm gonna tell you what happened. A lot of these went to.
Nah, that's pretty damn deep. And shout out to YP for breaking that down. Because when you are in a state of stress and you're around people constantly that are bringing out the worst to you, and you don't have the willpower to move out the way, and I've been victim to this pretty numerous amount of times. So if you don't have the willpower to go out there and remove yourself from this negative atmosphere, then that's when you start to experience health deficiencies and, like he said, cancer and tumors and mental illness. So don't do that to yourself. It ain't worth it. It don't matter how much you work out. Stress affects everyone. There's fat, small, tall, skinny people that all suffer from mental illness and physical diseases. It ain't worth it. Yeah. So shout out to the wild. Having a good day today, chat.
The military during World War I and World War II, and they learned torture tactics on how to clip him while he in the hospital.
Because that tone, right? Listen, so that vibration just looks like a vibration that nobody should like to hear. It hurts my ears.
And an animal would attack you for it.
This shit being too loud?
Yeah. It sounds like a female.
Yeah.
Because see, I have a lot of female friends, and I be witnessing a lot of stuff that be going on that females be doing, but sometimes it seems like the more rowdy.
Sometimes it's cool, but you got to know how to flavor it.
It's never cool for me.
No. Let me not tell you no, because let me not tell you no.
I'm saying it ain't ever cool. Like, man, let's be real, man. We like a little spiciness, and like, freaking the sheets and the lady in the street, right? We don't want to do too much, though, right? We don't want to see her mentally plot how she can make you mad, right? We don't want her to think about getting strong off of your energy is the only way possible, right? We want to be the leader. I was having lunch with my mother earlier, and I told her, well, she told me, she said, yeah, like, when dating men, women want to see the man step up. And I was like, you know what? That's real. I want to see the woman step down too, though. And I ain't gonna say that's like for all women. Maybe she needs to step up too. But if you're gonna ask for a man to step up, then that means that women should also want to step down, depending on the dynamic. Maybe the woman's up and the man might have to step down. That's really a real thing. That's how some relationships work. But for the most part, I think that women want a man to step up. And that means, you probably better off stepping down and just trusting, because you're the one who did the little background check. You figured out whether he was him. You know that this individual is someone that you like because of his social status, smile, charisma, humor, whatever it be. Huh? So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with stepping down, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the wives.
No, because I cut you off before you got all the way out. I didn't even get to see what the fuck you was going to say first. I was still computing my thought and then saying what your show. Let me not say no, because you got to finish what you was going to say before.
So men don't like that.
No, we don't like when it becomes to the point where law enforcement.
How you asking you?
Law enforcement.
No, because I'm asking on behalf of my homegirls. My homegirls have men that like.
He's a homosexual, man. He's asking on behalf of his homegirls, but let's come on, man. That's not what I'm saying, yeah. All right. Having a good day today. Don't piss me off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
They be being all rowdy in their face, clapping hands in face and stuff, and will act like it's a problem, then right back in their face.
No, listen to me. I don't mind that sometimes. I don't mind it. That's ratchet. I like ratchet. I don't like raunchy.
And what's the difference?
Whoa.
See?
Watching ratchet.
See, that's just like virtue and vice. I like ratchet hoes just like I like pills. I don't like raunchy. Now, a raunchy is like a that call the police on you knowing you ain't dead shit wrong, trying to get your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Now, what he was doing was like, hey, that's cool, but like trying to get you to hit me. Like, I know I'm
loyal. She's not loyal. It's not loyal. Calling the police and doing that.
That's not loyal, but I'm talking about raunchy is like purposely doing shit to cause you.
Yeah. Right. Which is police calling, what about putting the hands on you?
Putting hands on you, but it get deeper than that.
You don't like that?
Purposely ruining every moment that you got to remember for the rest of your life. This bitch not gonna never argue with you until it's your birthday, because she know every birthday you have, you gonna always remember the time that birthday. Okay. It's not gonna purposely argue with. Not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Just you gotta just women who purposely destroy your special moments.
So a woman trying to destroy your special moments on purpose. Tell me about that.
That's a raunchy. That's an evil spirited. Now in the hood language, we call it raunchy.
Right.
And a ratchet ain't evil.
How can you detect one of those?
She ain't. They don't hide.
Let's be specific. That's that New York Buffalo hood. Because over here on the west side, the best side, ratchet is raunchy. But I get what you're saying, you know. Hey, shout out to him, man. He want to be a philosopher. He want to change the lingo or make his own. I'm not tripping on that. I'm playing God's advocate, all right? There's a lot of people trying to play devil's advocate on Young Fur already, so I'm not even going to speak on that too much. But shout out to the wife.
They can, right in your face.
Right.
We gonna detect
listening to your grandparents.
Right. Listen, it's so like this. So you really can't tell. It's like this. It was a man, right? He died. When he died, he went to heaven. And he's like, whoa, I'm here in heaven. And the angel's like, yeah, this is heaven. They said, well, do me one favor. Like, what? Just for 1 second, I just want to see what hell look like. Like, look, now in heaven, everybody there, the same people that was there, they was talking good, everybody was smiling faces, and everybody was smiling.
Right.
He said, okay, you want to go to hell real quick? He said, yeah, take me to hell real quick. They blinked, they showed up. He said, hold up, we the same place. The only difference was the people there was yelling and screaming at each other. Right. So it's like it's the same place. Heaven was in both. It's like the flip of the coin.
And now guess what he just jogged my mind on? What is conversing? It's like a song. I can't rap when you rap. I can't sing when you sing. Right. I gotta wait till the
so everybody was yelling at each other, like mad at each other and stuff.
And they wasn't aligned.
Right.
So did he want to go back to heaven after that?
I didn't tell you the rest because let me tell you, it ain't about where you at. It's about the experience. Like
you sit there and enjoy.
Let me tell you this. It was 2 months.
Because sometimes it's fun to watch other people.
Let me tell you this. It was 2 months. A lot of people probably don't understand it, brother, but I do. Let me tell you how I do. It was 2 months. 1 month was like, oh, I can't be in the world. I'm do this. Another month, like, hey, you tripping? I'm not finna lose life. Just sit up and all day.
Yeah. So too much anything is bad.
This month went out and he went out to the world.
Right.
He became enlightened.
Facts.
He became enlightened. He became a master teacher because he indulged in everything in the world, but he didn't indulge in everything in the world being aware. He ain't let nobody trick him. Like, yeah, I'm gonna accept this, but you ain't playing on me.
That's the point.
Like brother say, I eat this when I eat this. I eat this when I eat this. Right? Depending on where I at is where I'm eating, but I'm eating the word, so everything is good. That's why I ask Jesus what is good on the earth. And I'm talking about Jesus consciousness, but they say everything is good because everything is good once your mind says good. Your mind determines what's bad and good. Is what I'm telling you. So whatever you tell your mind is bad becomes bad. Whatever you tell your mind is good becomes good. Now, is there any good in the Bible?
Potentially.
What is the Bible? Is it history? Right? Is it symbolism or is it control?
It is the Bible, right? The Bible is a secret. I ain't gonna say secret because you can buy them at Walmart or Target, so it ain't a secret. Let me correct that. The messages in there are secret, and it is a secret conversation of warfare that has taken place on this planet for the last 6,000 to 10,000 years. And it is like, what if me and this went and we clip somebody? Hypothetically speaking.
So what's the history of the Bible?
Clip, I'm gonna go right now. Yeah. Me and this go and we clip somebody, but we ain't even gonna talk. I'm not even gonna text and be like, you remember last night I was dumping the 40? No. I might write a story and be like, Samson came down and had 40 seashells and they went into the water. And only he know what the that means. And then he tell his kids what the that mean for 6,000 years. Now you got a secret riddle that only you know and your family mean. Now where the Bible came from is extraterrestrials were genetically engineering humanoids.
Hold on. Extraterrestrials
meaning
brought the Bible is what you suggested.
No, extraterrestrials influenced the Bible because people couldn't openly say that they was talking to these motherfuckers. So they created a scripted language. For example, Latin is used to talk to the spider. The original Bible is Latin Vulgate. Who established that? The Catholic Church. The Catholic. When you say it the proper way, the Catholic. That's where Gotham and all that come from. And that's where sacrifice to the devil was, because the devil was a big ass black widow and a tarantula. And they used to push the little Christian kids in there and let the tarantulas eat the kids. Right? So they couldn't tell nobody they was doing that. So they spiritualized the You know what I'm saying? And wrote a story. But when you actually know the characters and you know the stories, or like somebody like me, I probably read every religious book from front to back, but not just read it, conducted what is called investigative research, not just research, but investigated everything in there from where the words came, where the stories came from, how old is they. So I'm telling y'all from personal research that has been already confirmed. A lot of them stories in the Bible is like subliminal murder stories. That if you don't know that this really happened, you would never think that, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't put two and two together. Like, for example, blood libel, child sacrifice. Once again, sacrificing people to the devil. That's what used to come around. I know y'all don't want to hear this. Caucasian militaries back in the day used to make their armor and make their shields and make their boots out of spider webs, because spider webs is not only virtually impenetrable.
Now we're getting into those murky waters, conspiracy theories. That's a lot of damn spider webs, I must say. Nah, man, like, that's a whole lot of spider webs. But you know, they got like foreshadowing the movies and stuff how spiders were and probably still are highly intellectual beings. You know, I'm not gonna put it all the way past them, but I might want to listen to this. You think he's going somewhere with it?
They are inflammable. A lot of people don't know that if you get enough spider web, you can't even burn that shit with a flamethrower. Ask a firefighter how hard it is to save a in a burning building that's old and abandoned with spider webs in it. Ask a firefighter how hard it is to put a fire out in a building that specifically got spider web. So spider webs is virtually inflammable too. So what happened was militaries, it started in Egypt. When they came to Egypt, who the Egyptians called the Hyksos, right? Hyksos means hybrid, genetically engineered. That's what that means. That's why our ancestors said they didn't want us playing with this particular group of people.
We're going deeper there. I'm going to talk about the Bible right now. We're going to get deep in all that.
I'm kicking it right to it. Yeah. So they coming back to the Bible, because the Bible starts where? At Egypt. The first plague was where? Egypt. And the first plague was spider.
The Bible starts in Egypt, right?
No, excuse me. Let me say it correctly. The stories that are being...
See, Ankh is trying to speed up the interview or not let it drift too far, which is, you know, reasonable. You don't want it to. This conspiracy theories topic probably isn't the foundation of his channel. Although Young Pharaoh most likely is telling the truth, not even to say it's a lie, but you know, it's just like far-fetched from anything that anyone else has heard. Ankh has to play his part. Like, his channel got the opportunity from doing, I would assume, more so like, you know, dark activities, not like in a bad way, but less positive. You know what I mean? Just because it turns nighttime at one half of the day doesn't mean it's bad. The light doesn't mean it's good. I mean, there's a lot of bad things that happen in the daytime too. You guys get what I'm saying? Shout out to the wise. I'm having a good day today. Don't piss me off, man.
Told in the Bible, those events took place in what is considered Egypt. I'm glad you said
that, right? Listen,
right.
I wanted to say something before I said it. He said it, right? When he said that it started where it started at, it was recorded here, right? It was recorded in the Book of the Dead, and this is kind of like from that time, right? So I'm saying that this
are the same Book of the Dead.
Book of the Dead. Yeah. These are the same books that's in your Holy Bible, that's in your Quran. These
story
books are
influence
these spells.
So that's in the Bible. Yeah. They took stuff out of that and put it in the Bible.
Yeah, they couldn't remember it all. Like Moses couldn't remember.
Oh, I gotta tell my granny about that.
And Moses must remember vowels didn't exist back then.
I don't think my...
Now that's a very important piece. What 607 Ankh said. He said the verses are referred to as spells. So keep that in mind, yo.
Granny, so let's talk about everybody. So for everybody watching this now, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Now the brother just took us back and we understood exactly what it's come from. Now let's talk about the God that we all pray to, that we all worship, the Son of God. Why is the Son? Now I know back in them times the Son was named Ra, right?
Or really Aten.
Right? And they prayed to it. And it was Ra here,
interacted
right?
with it.
And the Sumerians had a different name for it, right? So I'm just saying this is the first time it was recorded in letters. But again, it was recorded in the play. And the brothers just say how it was recorded for the spiders. So it's been recorded in different languages.
And the Sumerians, remember the Sumerians are the ones that was playing with the spider.
Yeah.
Anunnaki translates to arachnoid.
Right.
The actual name for spider scientifically is arachnoid.
Right. And
so when they say the gods that came down from heaven and that walked up on the sky and came down, so they're talking about spiders, because if you put
yeah, it's kind of deep because spiders do come down from a web, essentially in the sky too.
Spin a spider web high enough in the sky, you're not gonna see it. It's gonna look like the same way you go to the circus, motherfucker walking on a tightrope, but like they walking on thin air.
It sounds crazy to you, but let me say this. I'm gonna break it down. Everybody watching this. What can sound crazy to you really not sound crazy? Because what make you move is something called life energy. If life energy get inside you, you can be conscious, you can move, you do everything you want. If life energy get inside of this, it'll start moving. What I'm saying is, if I had control of life energy and I can move life energy, I could take my life energy and put it inside a bug. I could take the life energy outside of a bug and put it inside a dead baby.
Anything that can conduct an electrical signal.
Right. So what we're saying is that these are the type of things that's happening when you understand how to use energy and frequency. But our ability to use it have been targeted by the church. They target these.
Now don't leave out that spider. Right. And I don't want you to think I'm
I've been having dreams about spiders. What does that mean if I've been having a lot of dreams about spiders?
I'm gonna answer that and I'm gonna let him finish.
We're still on the spider, but I was just telling you that you know how.
Don't leave out that spider, y'all. All right, so y'all know what time it is. I think we did some decent work today. I like this content. I like what things is working out with us. And yeah, chat. I had a good day. You guys have a great day. I'm not pissed off. Y'all probably ain't pissed off either. So shout out to the wise. And guess what, man? We're gonna have to make sure that we do this more often because I enjoy having this time with y'all.